What is up, my Gatorade enjoyers, and welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm playing with my Teflon Vulp because I wanted to talk about it a little bit because I've actually really been enjoying it. A lot more than I thought I would, truthfully. This thing is really fun for a lot of reasons. I mean, it's got that Teflon coating, which makes it this pure white color that I think is really, really cool. And we are working on colored versions of it as well, but one of the things we really wanted to do was try to create kind of like neon colors, and unfortunately, so far, the color samples that we've been getting just don't really hit that like neon look very well. They're like, you can make the colors saturated, but it's hard to make them bright. And so I have a feeling that we might try switching gears, and instead of doing like neon colors, maybe do more like pastel colors. So like a light blue and a light pink and like a light green or something like that. I think that could be really fun. Like a light mint green might be kind of cool, you know? So anyways, there are ideas floating around, but overall, personally, I am really happy with the Teflon Vulp. Outside, there are so many dragonflies around. Look at that guy down there. Can you see him? Look at that little guy. Oh, he left. I am so happy with the Teflon Vulp because, like, I don't know, it just has felt really good to flip, and I keep using it more than I'm expecting to. Like, I keep picking it up. I keep deciding to use it to learn a new trick or whatever. Like, I've been learning to flip better on this thing. And I think that's really interesting to me because, like, I don't know, one of the main complaints that has been lodged about the Vulp is that it doesn't grow with you as a flipper, necessarily. Like, as you get better, it stays a beginner balisong. And I think that is true to some degrees. But I am starting to realize that, like, with the Teflon coating and that just little bit of added grip and stickiness to things like chaplains and whatnot, it does a surprising job of really letting you kind of let loose with this thing. And, like, I don't know, it's added a lot of value to me, to the Vulp, that I kind of didn't expect. Like, I've been genuinely using it much more often than I think I would have otherwise. And I think that's kind of surprising. Like, I don't know, I've been learning to giraffe on this thing specifically. I've been learning all sorts of stuff. Like, one of the things I've been playing with recently is the little pinky rollover thing. I've been trying to kind of get that down, and the hardest part for me has been like trying to get into that pinky roll thing. But once I get it, like, the momentum carrying that the Vulp can do, and this is why I like the titanium Vulp over the cheese, is that for me and my preferences, the way the Vulp carries momentum is just better than the cheese. The cheese is a good balisong for the price, certainly. Like, do not get me wrong, the difference is honestly minuscule. Either would make you very happy, but the cheese and the Teflon Vulp just perform differently. And that's the thing that I've really come to enjoy about the Teflon Vulp, is that it has that just little bit of extra momentum carrying that makes it really, really nice to flip. And the other thing it has, and I think this is also super important, is it has those really, really nice tolerances that Nibali's has been touting and working on. Like, my Teflon Vulp has basically no play at all. And I've been extremely impressed with Nibali's, like, the work that they've done to make those tolerances as good as they are. Because, I mean, this thing, those tolerances are so important to the overall design and, like, the way that it feels to flip. And the ring that it has, like, I've started to notice that it has this really beautiful, nice ring that, you know, my other Vulps don't necessarily have. And I think that's wonderful. So, yeah, I don't know. I just really like this thing. I've really enjoyed flipping it. I've really been trying to kind of level up my flipping as well. Like, I want to do more flowy, cool things that, like, are just feel good to do and, like, add a lot to my flipping. You know, I think I need to learn a lot of the tech stuff that people have been doing, because I think that that will add a layer of foundation to my flipping that will help me review products better in the future. And I think truthfully, and I talked about this in my like daily flipping practice video, which I have been doing, by the way. I have been actively every day like trying to spend time on becoming a better flipper. I have been doing that. But one of the things, and that's the hard part. You see that the little pinky rollover thing? The hard part has been catching it in a way where it doesn't like rotate. I don't think I've gotten it down smoothly enough yet, and so like it'll rotate on me when it gets to the other side, and that's why I haven't been able to like fully get this one down yet, but I will get there. Yeah, see how it rotates and now I'm holding the bite handle? That's the problem that I have. I need to be holding the bite handle, but it not rotate. I don't know. I'll get there. I'll figure it out. There it is, like that. And then what keeps happening is that it rotates and then becomes facing this way. When I don't want that, I want it to go there so I can like continue my combo. I just haven't been able to get it perfectly smooth yet. See that? Now it's facing this, and I can't do anything from there. So, I don't know. Anyways, sorry. I got distracted. But yeah, I've really been enjoying the Teflon Vulp. The other thing, too, I've been enjoying is that, like, the pure white version has a lot more value than I was kind of expecting, just for, like, it's really, really nice looking. It doesn't... It feels pretty harmless, too. Like, I think anybody that sees this would see pretty quickly that it is not a weapon. You know, it looks relatively harmless because it has that, like, basically squiddy color of white. That does mean that it can get damaged relatively easily, but also I actually haven't had that big of an issue of it getting damaged. Like, I've dropped it a fair amount, and it has scuffs and stuff, but it's not terrible. You know, it won't survive concrete super well, but at the same time, it's taken it surprisingly well. It does have the issue that Ethan has talked about before, where it has a lot of dirt in the pivots, but I find it to be not that bad. But I think it depends on the model and like how you take care of it and how often you oil it and stuff like that. But like for me, it's not been too terrible, and I oil mine with Carbon Honey thick on a regular basis. Woo! But yeah, I just wanted to say I kind of like the Teflon Vulp has made me fall in love with the Vulp again in a way that I kind of didn't expect. Like I definitely felt that sort of like, okay, well, once you're done with it, it doesn't flip on a high enough level, which is why we created the Vulp Pro, and I think the Vulp Pro does a great job of flipping on that higher level. But for something cheap that can flip on a really high level, the Teflon Vulp, I think, does a surprisingly good job of filling that category, and I'm really, really proud of it, truthfully. I'm really, really happy with how it feels. I'm really, really happy with how it performs, and I'm happy with how it looks. The black one is neat. It's not really my speed, but it is neat, and I'm glad that for the people that like all black things, you know, that is a good one to exist. But at the same time, this is all I really wanted. Like, I'm pretty satisfied with it. The other thing, too, that's interesting to me is that the solution that we came up with for making the Pride Edition with the stickers, like the stickers have worked way better than I ever thought they would. I thought that they would not last. They have lasted shockingly well for how often I use this thing. Like, I use it on a pretty regular basis, and it still performs like super well, and the stickers haven't come off even though I touch them really often, all things considered. So yeah, very impressed with the durability factor on that front too as well. So very happy about it. But yeah, I like my Teflon Vulp. I really do. I've really, really been enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to kind of continuing on this journey of improvement in my flipping. Like, I really want to become a better flipper and do more interesting stuff as I flip and get some of these more technical moves down on a regular basis as something that I can like work into my flow and like, I don't know. Yeah, there we go. See, that was a smooth one. Yeah. I don't know. I really want to do that. I really want to improve and go somewhere with this. So, yeah. I don't know. That's pretty simple. This is a pretty straightforward one. I just wanted to talk about the Teflon Vulp and how I've actually been enjoying it a lot more than I expected, truthfully. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.